Hi everyone. Hi Arwin.
Hello, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
Yes, very well, thank you.
Good, good. Welcome back everyone. An exciting one today, new BP sign feature, which we know anyone who came to the Fit Show last week would have probably managed to get a demo with Arwin or Rebecca or one of the other guys who was on the stand. But if not, we're basically going to do the very same run through that we were doing at Fit Show. So if you did miss out, this is your chance to see it in action and really start taking advantage of it. It's a really good new feature, which we're very excited about. So we've done things a little bit differently in that Arwen's not going to present it live because there's a few different windows you need for BPsign. So that we can show you the full sort of process of it, Arwen's pre-recorded this one for us. So I'll get that playing in just a few minutes. But just to let you know, in terms of what we're doing on our forward schedule on webinars, we're going to just take it back a little bit over the next couple of months because of holidays for everyone, not just us. We're sure
Yes.
all of you are starting to go away as well for your summer breaks. So we're going to just take webinar frequency down to once a month. So it'll be the first Friday of the month. So the next one will be on the 6th of June, Friday the 6th of June, and we'll be focusing on the BP site app for that one.
And there is an exciting new launch around that as well, so look out for
Yes,
that.
yeah. I mean, again, you will have got a little look at it at Fit Show if you came along, but the report form that's in there now is just having a few more tweaks on it before we officially launch it. But we'll get the emails out to you so you can see that in action as well. Right, how are we doing for numbers? Yeah, we've got a few guys joined us. As ever, guys, if you do have any comments or questions or feedback, please do leave them in the comments for us and we'll come back to them at the end. Or if you have something a bit more in depth that you'd like to talk about, just let us know and we'll get someone to reach out to you to talk it through. I'm thinking we'll kick this one off, Arwin.
Yeah, sounds good.
Lovely. Right, let's get this recording going. Catch you in a mo.
In a moment. Everyone. I'm here today to show you some very exciting news and to introduce you to our fantastic new feature that has been added to Business Pilot, and that is BPsign. BPsign is all about making your document signing process easier, quicker, and completely digital. So today I wanted to walk you through what BPsign is, where to find it in your system, and exactly how you can use it to streamline all of your processes. Now on the screen here now, I am showing you a little bit of detail around BPsign, but I'm going to head into the system so I can show you it in action. So let's start with what exactly is BPsign. So BPsign is Business Pilot's new built-in electronic signature tool. And what it's going to allow you to do is send your PDF documents directly from within Business Pilot to your customers. And that's going to request from them a secure digital signature. So whether it's quotes, contracts, or any other documents that need approval, BPsign is going to give you a simple and professional way to get those signatures without printing or scanning or any of that excessive emailing back and forth. So let's talk about where you can find BPsign. So from within your system, you will be able to find it in any of your lead or contract document areas. So whether you're in your documents tab or whether you're in your templates tab, anywhere that you store those documents is where you'll be able to find BPsign. Now, when we're looking at these documents, we're going to look for our new pen icon. That is your sign button. You'll also notice a brand new tab under your documents labelled Signature Requests. And this is where you can track all of your documents you have sent out for signature. So let's talk about how we send those documents out with BPsign. So it is super simple. Firstly, I'm going to head into my templates tab. I'm going to click on my pen icon next to my PDF document that I wish to send. Now a window is going to pop up here. And what this is going to allow me to do is one of two things. I can either create and send my signature link directly via BP mail, or alternatively, I can toggle here to just create the link. And what that allows me to do is potentially copy and paste this into an additional email that I want to send separately. For now, what I'd like to do is send this to my customer. So firstly, it will populate my signer's name, and that will be based from my customer's contact info. Then I can put in any instructions for my signer. Now my from email address will be me personally, from who it's going from. In my to line, it will default to my first email address, but I do have the option here to add in any email addresses from this contact also. I have my CC line available if I need to copy in any team members. And then if I scroll further down, I have my email template set up here for document signing. And this will just give me a little bit of detail here that will send over to my customer. Now these can be amended from within the admin menu if you so wish. Okay, and once I'm happy with all of these details, I'm going to click on the bottom corner on Create and Send Link. And you'll see here that my email has been sent, and it also provides me with the link. So now let's move on to what your customer receives. So they will receive an email, and in the subject it will read Document Signature Request. In the body of the email it will include a link. Now when your customer clicks on this link, they will be taken to a secure branded web page. I'm going to click on here and show you what that looks like. At the top, they will see your company logo. Just below there, they'll see some instructions on how they need to sign this document. And then you'll have your sender comments just below. Now, when they scroll down, you will see your PDF document that you sent over to them. And then at the very bottom, you'll see the two options, one to reject the document or one to place your signature. Now, when clicking on the reject button, it will prompt you to provide comments as to why you are rejecting it. And this will be sent over to you from your customer so you know why they are rejecting the document. Alternatively, when you choose to click on place signature, it will provide you with three options. You can either draw your signature, you can either type your signature, it will then provide you with different fonts to choose from, and then you also have the option to upload it. So if you do have, or if your customer has their signature saved in a different file type, then they can upload it into the document also. So I'm going to go with my typed version today, and I'm going to select my signature. And then in the bottom right corner, I'm going to click on Create. Now from here, you'll see it is allowing me to place it anywhere in the document. This is great for any of you that potentially like to place an initial next to certain points, or even next to each frame if that's something that you are providing your customer with. So for this one, I'm going to put it into the box provided. Then once I'm happy with my placement, I can then click on Submit. Now when that processes, it will then bring up to say that it's complete and that the document has been signed and returned to the sender. So let's head back into the system and see what that looks like. So let's talk about what happens when that document is first signed. So firstly, you will receive an email to say that your customer has signed the document. It will reconfirm the lead or contract number, and you can click here to view the lead. Now that will open you up the record in Business Pilot. And then when you're in the record, you can head into your Documents tab, and you'll see in here that you have 2 of the sign-in requests. Now the first one populated into the Documents tab when we first sent it over, and the signed version will go in there once your customer has signed it. Then in the new edition of our Signature Requests tab, you'll see here that it has a log of what I sent over. It has the date that the customer last viewed it, and it has now populated the signed column with a date based on when my customer signed it. Now, what happens when a customer rejects it? So firstly, you will also receive an email in the event of that happening. The addition here is that it will provide you the reason that they gave when rejecting it. And in the record itself, we'll have our document to say when we sent it over, so we still have our sign-in request. And then in our signature requests, you will see that instead of there being a date in the signed column, there is now a date that is in the rejected column. Now, in addition to that, under our activity tab, under the logs, it will also keep a log here of when the sign-in request was rejected and the reason for it as well. Now, there was one final demonstration that I wanted to part with today, and that was to show you that if I am sending my link directly through my Documents tab, there is the pen icon at the end here. So the same as I did in my Templates tab, I would click on my Sign button, and that would bring me up that same box that we saw before. And the other section I wanted to show you is when I toggle this over to just create the link, I can then go to the bottom corner and click on Create Link. Now, when that happens, you'll see here that it tells me what my link is. And if I do need to copy that from anywhere else, I can click off of there, and in my signature requests, here is the line that I created the link for. And at the very end, I can click on the copy button. What that'll allow me to do is then paste that into one of my preferred email templates that I might be sending over to my customer. Let me head into my activity and then under my emails. So firstly, to show you, this will keep an email record whenever these are sent to your customer. So I'm just going to draft a new message to send to my customer, and I'll show you how to copy and paste the link. So here is my email template. And what I'm going to do is add in an additional line towards the bottom that says to check over the quote and please sign if you wish to accept. And then underneath there, I'm going to paste in my BP signature link. Then if I send that email over to my customer, then we will be able to see that that includes the link that I sent over.
I forgot how abruptly we'd finished that one off into the video link. So, sorry, everyone. Can you tell we're still reeling from Fit Show, guys? Sorry about that. Hopefully that's given you a really good idea of how the feature works, though. I think it's turned out it's really good, isn't it? They've done a great job with it.
Yeah, absolutely superb job, to be fair. And even when we're showing it, it's had such a great response already, and people are saying it's made their processes so much quicker, just being able to send it over to customers. A lot of people now as well are actually sending quotes over to be signed, and that's their acceptance, whereas before they maybe weren't doing that. So it's kind of improving a lot of people's processes and things as well. So yeah, it's been really positive.
Yeah, I think the customer experience side as well. I mean, we're so used to
Mm,
doing e-signatures on things now, aren't we? So
definitely. Yeah,
it's that
definitely.
sort of seamless process almost that you just click the link, whack your signature in, and then
It
you're done.
is, and
So
you kind of can't bypass it either, because you do have to put a minimum of something, like even like an initial or something like that, before it even lets you create it. So it kind of does encourage people to sign it as well and not have the ability to kind of bypass it as well. So yeah, definitely from the customer side, but it's been
yeah,
great to use as well.
yeah. And I think having that flexibility as well, where you can sort of basically do what you like with your templates in
Yeah.
terms of where you want people to sign, where you want people to initial. So I know there was some people at Fit Show saying last week that they were going to set them up so they had to sort of initial every page and then do a signature at the end and that kind of
Mm.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think what I was going to say on the kind of like last clip we did as well. So when I recorded it, I think I probably didn't have as much knowledge as I've gained this week, Lauren, to be honest. But on the with when you send it as well through copying the link, if you are somebody that likes to send more than one document, that might be your preferred route. Because when you then copy and paste it into that body of the email, you can then go and select your attachments. So if you like to send, say, your contract and your invoice at the same time, then you can do that if you're doing it that way as well. And obviously send more than one attachment. So that's
Yeah,
always helpful to know as well for
yeah,
that one.
no, absolutely. But the fact that it ties in so nicely with BP mailing, you can just create it and the email's there and it's
Definitely.
all ready to
Mm.
go. It's yeah,
Yeah,
bravo to
definitely.
the business pilot development team, definitely on that
Absolutely. Yeah.
one. Right, bit of a quiet one this afternoon. I'm hoping everyone's out in the sunshine, either getting some jobs finished off ready
They
for the
are.
weekends, or maybe they've nipped down the pub for a quick pint in the beer garden. Um,
Jealous.
but yeah, not had any questions through, so I'm hoping that means that the demonstration was all everyone needed, and they can
All you
get
need to
get going
know.
on it straight away.
Yeah.
But guys, if you do have any questions, any comments, any feedback, please do share them with us. We actually know we always love feedback. Daz has come back to us already. So Daz from DS Windows, I believe, says he's loving this so far. Saved him loads of time
Oh,
this morning sending contracts. So that's brilliant. Thanks, Daz.
perfect.
You're going
And
to
it was
regret
also
doing that
lovely to
because we'll be
see.
on the phone next week. Like, can we have a testimonial?
It was lovely to see Daz at the Fit Show as well. He did pop and see us on the stand. I think you were that was during your seminar, Lauren. But
Yeah.
yeah, he did pop and see us as well, and it was all very good feedback about the webinars.
Yeah,
I'm
amazing.
happy
Thank you
enough.
for that, guys. It's good
Yeah,
to know that it's working
great
well
to
for
know.
people already.
It is.
Awesome. Right. So we'll leave BPsign there. As I say, if you've got anything else, please do let us know, comment wise. Next webinar, 6th of June, we will be focusing on the BP site app, including the new site report form, which is having a few little tweaks made after some feedback we had at the Fit Show last week. So that should be going live in the next week or so.
I think
But
we
I'll
will also
now that.
include. I think we'll try and
Sorry.
include a webinar on like document and email templates. Just thinking on the back of BPsign, I'm thinking we'll probably include one just in case anyone wants any help with updating their templates and stuff to accommodate. So we'll probably
Yeah,
throw that in as well, a topic as well.
nice to get them refreshed as well, isn't it? If you've been on board a little while and they just need a bit of
Absolutely,
a
yeah.
jazz up. Yeah.
Bit of a
Um,
refresher.
yes. So yeah, we'll see you on 6th of June. We'll send out the emails as normal to let you know about that one. And then in other exciting news, open training days are booked. Hooray! So we are back on the road. We're doing 4 open training days across the country this year. So our first one is going to be on the 26th of June, which is in London. So it's one of the Hilton Heathrow hotels. So it's just off the M4, so it's quite easy to get to. Then we're doing Glasgow in October, Bristol in October, and Birmingham is September 11th, I think.
Yes.
But the webpage is just about to go live, so I'll share all that info on the follow-up email to this webinar. So if you want to get your tickets for your preferred location, please do get in early because we're expecting them to be busy this year. Same format as last year, smaller sessions, so it'll only be up to about 20 people in the room. Really practical. Bring your laptops, bring your tablets so you can follow along and make your changes in the system as we go. So yeah, I'll share that information around later, and we look forward to seeing you all at an open training day later in the year. Okay, short and sweet today. Short and sweet. Thank you, Arwen.
No worries, no problem. And yeah, like you say, if anyone has got any questions about them, then just reach out to us. It's obviously a new feature, so we fully expect people to have some questions. So just reach out with anything you need.
Yeah, absolutely. And have an amazing weekend, guys. Hopefully the sun stays out, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.